Peace. It's your boy Romello Scuds, E-Russ, Outspoken 520 Boxing. What's going on with y'all today on this great Sunday afternoon? I'm making this video. It's this boxing group that I'm in. We had a very interesting discussion, and they came to my YouTube channel with the same discussion that we talked about. We talked about is Bud Crawford ducking Jaron Ennis, right? So I'm like, how's he ducking him when Bud offered him a fight back in 2022 when the Spence and Bud fight failed, because they were supposed to fight November 19th, 2022. It failed. So Bud wanted to fight in November, December of that year. So he went to Jaron Ennis, and his father and his manager team at the time was Cameron Duncan, rest in peace. Jaron Ennis' father said, no, we going the Showtime route. They loyal to us. We're going the IBF route, because Boots was Errol Spence mandatory, because Spence was the IBF champion, right? So I'm like, okay, so that's why he fought David Evanesian, who's number 7 in the welterweight rankings. Okay, now all of a sudden that Bud Crawford beat Spence in a dominant fashion last year, July 29th, 2023, in dominant fashion. Now all of a sudden, here come this Boots train. Oh, he ducking Boots and yada, yada, yada. And then 2 months later, when Bud beat Spence, IBF stripped Bud for his title that he earned, that he beat the champion for, and now people are embracing Boots because he's the email champion. I can see if IBF stripped Bud Crawford and Boots just went for the vacant title against someone, he would get more respect on that. Even though I'm a fan of him, he's talented. He comes from that Philly pedigree, blue collar, work hard, and etc. He comes from that Joe Frazier, Mildred Taylor, B-Hop. He comes from that pedigree of Philly pugilists that I love. Besides Detroit fighters, that's the next city that I love of fighters that they come from, Philly. So now he's an email champion. He kind of on his high horse saying, yeah, I ordered the fight. I wanted to fight with Bud Crawford, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, of course you do, because Bud's the king of the hill now. Of course you want that fight. But guess what? Bud's not looking your direction now, because Bud is on the, I compare it to tax brackets. Bud's on another tax bracket right now than Boots is. Boots still on level, still kind of on basement level to me. No diss to him, because I'm a fan of him, but he on basement level. I keep saying to people who all of a sudden Boots fans, who's really hiding behind Boots because they really Spence fans. And you know how Bud did him. No recap, no replay. You can do that for yourself. We already know what happened last year. So he's still on basement level, Boots is. He had to get a credible opponent. There's a lot of them. One cat telling me, well, who Boots should fight so he can get a fight with Bud? I mean, first of all, he got to fight people that's ranked in the division, not ranked in the IBF or WBC or whatever, because they're going to, one cat said Ramon Villa that he knocked out last year in July. I'm like, who? I mean, I know who he is, because he had that upset victory versus Rashidi Speedy Ellis. Okay, that was a good win for him, but what else? I'm like, because he was number 4 in the IBF, that's credibility? Not really. I'm talking about fight people like Mario Barrios, people like Eudenis Ugas, Give me some more. I said Virgil Ortiz, standing on this. I'm like, you can name. I'm like, I can name people that Boots can fight to boost his stock even more. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He fighting tomato Campbell soup cans. He is. He doing what he's supposed to do. Every fighter that blessed the boxing earth that fought tomato cans look good doing it, saying, okay, he's the next guy, whatever. And now you got to go to the next tier. That's why I look at Boots' act. He need to go to the next tier of fighting credible opponents. Him and Keith Thurman would have been a good fight. Sean Porter retired. Okay. He could have went up in weight. He could have did a lot of things. To make himself, okay, he's credible now. Him and Bud Crawford will make more sense. It doesn't make sense. Bud just fought the greatest fight of his career and made the most money of his career. He made 20 to 25 million. He's not going to downgrade. Because if you fight Boots, guess what? Who's going to pay for it? Boots don't even have a promotional company right now. He's in a legal battle right now because he's trying to get from under Cameron Duncan, rest in peace, because his wife took over the business when he died. Who's going to pay for it? PBC? He's not with him. The Zone? He's not with him. He ain't affiliated with Golden Boy. He's not with them either. So, who's going to pay for the Boots and Bud fight? I'll let you let that sink in and let you think about that. Who's going to pay for it? Now, over the weekend, things were circulating that Bud's going to fight Chris Eubanks, which I think is a good fight for Bud to adjust to 160 to 168, because clearly we already know who he wants. He wants Canelo. He wants the basically the face of boxing right now. As far as pay-per-view, yeah, he wants the mega fights because Bud is on his way to the sunset. He's 36 years old. He already said he want to fight 2 more times, then he want to go away, which I respect because boxing is an NFL, not for long sport. You know, you could die in there. So, but again, I'm a fan of Boots. I like him a lot. He's talented. He's tall. He's fast. He can switch on both hands. He can do a lot of great things. He got Bud similarities. Actually, he's just a little bit taller. He has power. Defense is all right, but yeah, he got Bud similarities. It is an idea if Boots was more a cash cow, and he's not. Chris Eubanks is a cash cow because he's not from America. He got a country rally behind him. That's always money. And he's the father of Chris Eubanks Sr., but he got a country behind him. So that makes more sense for Bud if he go across the water again and beats him. That's making Bud more of a star, and that's getting Canelo's attention, in my opinion, for Mexican Independence Day. But we'll see on that. We'll see on that. But that's all I got for y'all for today. I had to express what's been going on from this boxing group, that I'm a Bud fanboy, even though Bud's one of my favorite fighters, or my favorite fighter right now, today. Even though I like Boots too, but he's my favorite fighter, I'm a fanboy. I'm just kicking facts. I'm kicking facts. That's all I'm doing. So you gotta respect me on that. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna agree with me, but I'm coming with facts. You can't argue with facts. You can't do that. So that's what I'm giving y'all. So, but that's all I got. I'm Romello Scuds. Russ. Subscribe to the channel. Outspoken 520 Boxing. I'm on YouTube, IG, Facebook. Holler at me. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Is I'm saying something wrong? Do I got wrong information? Or help me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing to listen, because when you listen, you learn more. But that's all I got. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. I'm out. Peace and blessings. 1.